And now it's time for your Daily Disney Podcast with your host, Joseph Ballesteros. What is going on, Magic Cheers? Welcome to another episode of Daily Disney. I'm so excited you decided to join me today. If you're not aware, Monday through Friday, we're doing daily podcasts revolving around Disney, and it's not too long, 5-10 minutes. Sunday is our interview episode where we interview some awesome people who are pursuing their passions and goals, and of course, we still revolve it around Disney. So thank you so much for joining. If it's your first time here, please be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any future episodes. I want to first start off, of course, by giving some shout outs every single episode, except for Mondays, it seems. I usually end the show with a question. And when I record the next episode, everybody who's responded, I give them a shout out on the air. So if you're listening to this and you have not received a shout out, I apologize. Please keep commenting and I will be able to give you a shout out. So yesterday's episode, the episode was called Remember When. And so the question was, in this case, to name something that you missed from Disney. It could be a ride, it could be a movie, it could be whatever. It didn't matter. It just needs to be Disney related. And we got quite a few comments, so thank you guys for responding so quickly. Over on Instagram from Jolly Hall and Day, that's JOLLYHOLLNAY. We got Spectro Magic, MJW Creative, Captain EO. Yes, I personally enjoyed Captain EO. Larson's Love Disney. This one says, this is what they said. She says, this is going to sound crazy, but we miss the jalapeno cheese pretzel at Animal Kingdom. I heard a rumor it's coming back. I so hope it's true. Larson's Love Disney. That's LARSENS Love Disney. I never had the opportunity to try the jalapeno pretzel at Animal Kingdom. There was a time in my life when I was afraid of spicy foods. Like I just didn't get near them. I am in love with spicy food now. I love jalapenos. I love picante paste or real authentic, hot sauce. I love it in my food. So I'm really intrigued by this jalapeno pretzel. That's awesome. Walt said it best, said, I miss Toontown, don't we all? Very Disney said, Main Street Electrical Parade and push the trash can. That was by Very Disney. Main Street Electrical Parade is currently not at Disney World, so yeah, that's a bummer. Wallace Sweetie, which is WALLASWEETIE, said, I miss Country Bear Jamboree at Disneyland Resort. I believe that's what that stands for. I've never actually been to a Disneyland Resort. Never been to Disneyland myself. Hopefully this year I will be heading over there for D23. But that's a bummer because I love Country Bear Jamboree that's in Florida, so in Magic Kingdom. Of course, we got a regular Disney_Diva_Pix says Dream Flight. I'm old, she says. I love that. No, you're not old. Everybody's young at heart when it comes to Disney. And then we did get a comment over here on YouTube too, so I want to give a shout out from Patrick Ramos. He said, I miss the original Soarin' over California. It is much superior to the new Soarin' over the world, but both are great. However, Soarin' over Cali is much better due to its music, less CGI, and let me put more because, cuts it off here. Less CGI. The smells and all the awesome sights in California. The sights across the world are awesome. It's just some parts like the Taj Mahal scene just don't need to be there. And that was for yesterday's episode. I know I just did an episode which was old Soarin' versus new Soarin', but he misses the old Soarin', which is a total perfect response. So thank you guys so much for commenting. I will be tagging you on Instagram. I will be tagging you there to let you know that you will be shout out here. And that's what I'm probably going to do from now on. So I'll give you a shout out on the podcast and then I'll tag you on YouTube, Twitter, wherever it is that you responded. But just thank you so much for responding. So today, though, I wanted to do this question. Is it always raining at Disney? Now, right off the bat, I have to say Florida. I've been. Disney, California, never been. Disneyland. So Florida, I have yet to go to a trip to Disney where it is not raining. it seems there is always a time of rain that hits Florida. So even if you are in Disneyland, I want you to answer this too, because I'm sure sometimes maybe it rains in California, maybe a little bit. But if you're in Disneyland and you plan to go to Disney World, listen up to this show. So I want you guys to comment and let me know a distinct memory that you had with the rain. For me, this is what happened. It was our first year going as a whole family. And second year, going as a whole family. And we had a character meal at the Crystal Palace. And we literally we were just walking. And we already knew about this rain, right? Because the year before when we had gone, there was insane rain. We had our little cheap ponchos. But yeah, so we already knew rain is bound to happen. And I've been to Florida quite a bit, and I knew it was going to happen because it usually always does. I remember we were walking toward our character lunch in Crystal Palace, and you felt that little, just like you think, did a bird or somebody from a plane like spit on me or something? Because you just feel a little bit of water on you, and you're not sure where it's coming from. Like you're like, did I really feel that? And then you feel another one, and then you're like, uh-oh, okay. The reason why it's so tricky is because the sky is usually sunny. Like, it's not like clouds are coming in. I mean, sometimes you're going to get that, but there's times when it's like crystal clear sky with a bright, heavy sun and humidity, and you just feel that kind of wet, and you're just like, what's going on? And so we kind of, my wife and I looked at each other, and we were like, did you feel that? So she said she felt it. I said I felt it. We knew we weren't crazy. And we said, okay. We were probably almost halfway from the Crystal Palace, and we just said, okay, let's haul it. And so I'm sure we looked like crazy people trying to go as fast as we can to Crystal Palace. I mean, we were running as fast as we could without dragging our kids. And sure enough, as soon as we literally get underneath the little covering of the Crystal Palace, there's like a little waiting area. You just hear it, and it just comes in a huge wave of rain. And we barely made it. It was such a fun experience because then we went inside. And of course, this is going to sound so mean, but it's okay, I think. I think it's okay to feel this way. Which is, we got to people watch. We got to people watch while we were eating Crystal Palace, just running full speed, trying to get out of the rain. But it's just one of those things you cannot do if you are not already in and under somewhere. That's why I recommend always take a poncho. It doesn't even need to be expensive because you don't want to take the risk of it ripping in your luggage or something. Take a cheap one that you can just throw over your head to find a nice dry area, because oh my goodness, so many people running pretty intensely trying to get out of that rain, and we barely had made it. So that's a memory of mine with that Florida rain. So I want you to comment, let me know, have you ever been stuck in the rain? Has anything ever happened while you're stuck in the rain? Maybe you got stuck on a ride, or maybe you weren't able to get where you needed to go because of the rain. Let me know, comment. I will be giving you a shout out tomorrow on tomorrow's show, is what I was trying to say. So be sure to comment. Thank you guys so much for listening. Always remember, you can be awesome and support this show by doing two things. One, using the Amazon affiliate link, which is talkaboutthemagic.com/AmazonMagic. Just go there, tell your friends, your family, use this link, talkaboutthemagic.com/AmazonMagic, and that will help out the podcast. Or two, you can become a Patreon and literally get your hands on the show, help form the show, get even more into the show by just heading over to patreon.com/talkaboutthemagic. That's patreon.com/talkaboutthemagic. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great night, day, weekend, whenever you're listening to this. And as always, stay magical.